If you're a nutrition coach, you know you're in the business of getting your clients results. Whether your nutrition coaching clients are looking to lose fat, gain muscle, or achieve game-changing performance, these are the things that clients come to us as nutrition coaches to achieve. But as you already know, getting some clients results is easier than others. So if you're looking to get even better results with your nutrition coaching clients, or if you're struggling to get results with a few specifically difficult clients, then you're going to want to pay attention today, because I'm going to go over the 5 best ways to get better results for your nutrition coaching clients, so you can create more impact, make more money, and become the go-to nutrition coach in your space. Shh, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. No one wants to hire a nutrition coach. They don't. Who wants help with what they eat? Basically, no one. But guess what? They will spend boatloads of money trying to achieve a specific result. The people that work with you, they want to achieve a result more than anything else. Sure, they want to learn stuff along the way, but they really want to lose 20 pounds so they can rock their favorite swimsuit, or pack on muscle so they can gain attention from potential romantic partners, or even chase the thrill of running a marathon for the first time. All of these results are made possible through managing your nutrition. And without so many people striving to achieve these results, I'm not even sure nutrition coaching would exist. Your ability to get results will make or break your nutrition coaching business. Because when you have a track record of results, business growth always follows. But after training hundreds of nutrition coaches, I've noticed the ones that get the best results for clients all have something in common. Today, I'm going to show you 5 things that is going to help you get better results for your nutrition coaching clients. Number 1, be clear and prescriptive. Like it or not, people like to be told what to do. Sure, you want to teach them stuff and set them up for success long term, but remember, what they really want to achieve with your help is to achieve a specific result. Learning something is icing on the cake, and it's something that's probably more important to you. And you're smart enough to know doing things for you and not for your clients is a pretty dumb business strategy. And this doesn't mean they're not going to learn things through achieving a result, but if it's too much everything they need to know and not enough structure, they'll never take enough action to get results. Here's the deal. People hire a coach to be the authority, so you need to be clear and prescriptive. Could you imagine I went to get an oil change and the attendant didn't do exactly what I needed? If they spent so much time explaining the details and never really changed my oil, I'd probably never go back. It's the same thing with nutrition coaching. You need to confidently and clearly tell your clients exactly what to do each time, because when you don't, you come off as wishy-washy and clients don't have a clear direction on what to do. A great example of this is clients really wondering if they even need to track their nutrition. Does anyone really need to track their nutrition? No. And people will probably ask you if they can do it a different way, an easier way. But there's no better way to change your body composition than tracking. It controls what matters, it's educational. Why do I get my nutrition clients to track what they eat? Because I'm in the business of getting results, and there is no room for second guessing. And this is what gets clients results. A great example of this is Dr. Mark Method rockstar Coach Meredith. Years ago, when Coach Meredith started nutrition coaching, she was leaving way too much of the process up to her clients. She'd present the best course of action to clients, and when they pushed back a little bit, she'd change it. And then she would bend and twist her approach, even if that's not what was going to get her clients results. And then they get nowhere, and they'd be upset with the results they got through the process. All because Coach Meredith wasn't prescriptive enough. The key here is setting the plan, communicating why this is the best path moving forward, and sticking to your guns. This might make you feel like you're not being client-centered enough, but in the long run, clients will thank you because they're on the path to getting results. So you need to be prescriptive and clear, and once you've done that, you need to get into the habit of presenting key action steps. Here's what I want you to do. Close your eyes for a second. Keep them closed and think about this. Think about the best learning experience you've ever had. Think about the teacher or the coach and try to remember what they taught you. What did you take away from this experience? Are you still closing your eyes? You should have been. But since you didn't, you've now found yourself in your new best learning experience of all time in the Dr. Mark Method Lecture Hall, taking the university course you always wish existed with yours truly, Dr. Mark. Enrollment opens August 8th for our fall 2022 program, and you can join the waitlist by checking out the show notes below. Anyways, back to your best learning experience. I bet you remember one key takeaway and how the coach or teacher made you feel. You don't remember everything because you wouldn't be able to act on it. That's not how learning and the application of knowledge works. This is the same thing that happens with our nutrition clients. The biggest mistake most nutrition coaches make is that they're giving their clients way too much stuff to work on. Sure, there are a bunch of things your clients could do, but when you don't focus it on what your clients need to do, they don't make progress because they don't have a focus. The solution is presenting them with 1 to 2 key action steps and getting them to nail that on a weekly basis before moving on. This approach will go so much further than throwing everything in the kitchen sink at them and expecting them to get results. But you also need to make sure that you're not doing all the work for them, which brings me to my next point. Number 3, get your clients to do the the work. Years ago, a smart colleague in another field told me this: don't do anything for your clients that they can't do for themselves. And that really stuck with me, because most nutrition coaches get into this field because they really care, which is great. It means your heart is in the right place. But sometimes they want to help so bad that they end up caring more about the client's results than the actual clients do. And that's a big mistake, because ultimately they end up doing the work that the client is supposed to do. And that's not going to help the client get results. And here's what this hand-holding looks like. It starts off as something small, like entering information on their tracking sheet that they're supposed to do, but before you know it, you're doing everything for them. Going out of your way to plan stuff that they should be doing, and also adjusting things that don't need adjusting. One thing that is consistent feedback from all of our Dr. Mark Method students is that they are surprised by how much they really care about their client results. But sometimes they end up caring too much, and that actually gets in the way of their clients getting better results. Remember, this is their coaching program, not yours. You're the guide, the facilitator. You are not driving the bus, you're just providing the map. Speaking of roadmap, the best coaches get clients right off the bat, which brings me to point 4, fast results. You don't want to sacrifice the long term for the short term, but you do need to remember why clients come to you. One of the best ways to get buy-in is to help someone get a quick win. It doesn't need to be extreme, but when someone knows something is working, they get excited about it and they want to work harder. I remember experiencing this firsthand when I first started doing karate growing up. Like most kids, I watched some karate movies growing up, and I was really captivated by the strength, power, and athleticism these martial artists possessed. But what I really wanted to do was to break through those boards. They made it seem so effortless, so I begged and I pleaded my mom to sign me up for karate lessons. And finally one day she caved, and I was on my way to doing spin kicks and heading down to break those boards. I was so excited to get started. I was going to be so powerful. But it really didn't work like that. Actually, when I first got there, the sensei told me we were going to spend a few weeks working on our self-discipline before we started training. And this was even to start training. I was nowhere close to breaking any board. We spent 2 full weeks sitting in a circle talking about how to handle ourselves before we did anything fun. And by that point, it was too late. I quit. First thing I ever quit in my life. Now, obviously, me trying to break a board on day 1 wouldn't have been wise. I would have gotten hurt. I wasn't ready, and I needed to spend some time working on the conditioning for the task. But you know what would have kept me engaged? A quick win. Something that would have helped me build momentum and see the payoff in what I was doing. And our clients are in the same boat. Yes, they need to build up habits and a foundation to get results. We don't want to sacrifice the long term for the short term, but when clients can immediately see their hard work paying off, they buy in. Find ways to help them see that, and you'll get better long-term results as well. Do what you can to get your clients moving right off the bat, and they're more likely to stick through things till the end. Which brings us to our last tip to get better results for your nutrition clients. Number 5, your clients know best. Okay, this is gonna fly in the face of everything I just said, but that's okay. You need to be prescriptive, and you need to be the authority. You can't be wishy-washy, and you need to be clear, and you need to stick to your guns. But sometimes when we've tried everything our way and it's not getting our clients the results that they want, it's time to do it their way. So if a client is describing that tracking really doesn't work for them and they've given it an honest effort, maybe it's time to step back and try a different approach. Now, I should reiterate, you should try to do things one way with everyone first, because most of the time that will work. And it'll allow you to create repeatable systems that will help you get results, so you're not reinventing the wheel every time you coach someone. But when that doesn't work, either the client isn't sticking to it or it's just not getting results, then you need to take a step back and try something different. For many clients, this may mean just tracking protein and calories, or just calories, or even just some structure around mindful eating practices. Sometimes clients even need a more intense or elaborate approach. A few years ago, I was working with a bikini world champion. She was preparing for her next world championship and wanted me to help coach her. Originally, when I started working with her, she was pretty dead set on calorie cycling. Calorie cycling is a process where you cycle multiple levels of calories, sometimes low and high days, sometimes even low, medium, and high days in line with your training. For some, this helps boost performance in training, especially when you're in a deficit, because you can prioritize energy for training. But for most, this is overkill, especially if you're only training once per day. So I didn't think we should do it. Simple is always better, so I was pushing for 1 level of food. She was a bit hesitant at first, but she agreed, and we pushed forward with 1 level of food. Weeks went by and things weren't going her way, but we pushed ahead anyway. She remained patient, but she also remained stuck. When she broached the topic of calorie cycling again, I obliged. Why? Because there's powerful psychology in believing things will work. And even if this wasn't based in the actual science, she believed it would work. And guess what? She followed the new calorie cycling plan, got shredded, and won another world championship. What do I know? Anyways, it's never a bad idea to listen to your client, especially after you stuck to your guns and it didn't work out. On top of that, get clear, prescriptive, include key action steps, make them do the work, get some quick wins, listen to your clients, and your nutrition clients will get better results. That's it, folks. Hope you found that helpful. But as great as all those tips are, if you're really serious about starting a nutrition coaching business, the next thing I'll have you do is check out this video I have linked up right here. Now that you know how to guarantee better client results, learn how to keep those clients organized. So make sure to check it out now, and I'll see you in the next video.